Howdy folks, just a quick video on putting a Harbor Freight motorhome tow hitch on a stock Jeep Wrangler Sahara. And this particular vehicle is quite stock, including the front bumper. And this has been a very easy project so far, and I think it's going to work really great. So just wanted to give you a quick a couple of tidbits here on installing this tow bar from Harbor Freight. It's a very beefy bar. I was surprised when I got into the box and took it apart. It's even a little stouter looking than it is in the pictures and whatnot. So it's made out of good, really nice heavy-duty steel, and it appears to be well made. I think it's going to work just great for towing the Jeep behind the motorhome. So anyway, I wanted to show you real quickly how I did this. These are the stock bumpers that come on the front of your bumper on your Jeep, and it's really just a matter of pulling your bumper off, which is only, you take loose your tow hooks. Sorry, this is all junky. You take your tow hooks off, just 2 screws here, 2 there, and then underneath the bumper there's 2 more. And pull those off, pull those from below. You unhook your lights. If you have these fog lights on the front like I do, you just pull those off and just unclip them. My Jeep, somebody has apparently had it set up to tow before. That wiring is for a 4-round plug for the lights. So it's already set up. I just have to figure out which light is which and get an appropriate plug so I can hook it to my 4 flat on my motorhome. But anyway, this is one of the mounts that is actually complete and tight and ready to go to work. The other one, I just drilled the holes. The only thing you have to do to install these, what's cool is this bumper has the same bolt pattern as the hitch. It's the same distance apart, and it works. That's the top, it's marked. Those bolts are the same distance apart as the mount bracket from Harbor Freight. So it's a simple matter of just drilling the holes out just a little bit bigger so that they will fit the bracket. And I just finished this one. This goes on the other side, obviously, but I used it for a template, and it was just a matter of just drilling it out slightly larger, and bolts right in there real easy. I noticed that this bolt here is just barely has enough clearance when you actually put it back onto the bumper mount. Let me see if I can stand it up there one-handed and show you that. It just barely fits, but it does clear. This bumper is pretty light. Pull that out. There we go. And anyway, when you set this where it goes, line up those bolt holes. This bolt down here almost runs into the tube, the bumper tube, but it does have enough clearance, just barely. So that's the only part that I thought might be a little bit problematic, but it was not, and it went on just fine. So that's what the mount bracket looks like hooked up to the front bumper of your Jeep. Like a lot of people, I was going to go with a much more expensive option until I started doing my research online, and I found the Harbor Freight solution. It's a very heavy tow bar. I have no qualms about using it with my precious TJ, which I wouldn't risk using something that wasn't gonna hold it. But anyway, put this other mount on and snap it all back together, and I'll be done. The only special tool that you need a 3/4 inch socket for these bolts down here, the mounting bolts. You'll need a wrench and a socket, and you're also going to need at least for my Jeep, which is stock, a 55 size I'm a little wobbly. T55 Torx head socket, or some other type of wrench in a T55. That's the size you need to get the actual bumper off. The bolts on the bumper take that. This is just a little set that I bought at Harbor Freight. It was $10 after your 20% discount coupon, tax included. So anyway, I hope this helps give you an idea what's entailed in putting one of these together. It's been really a very easy project. Hasn't taken long and not a lot of stress. You'll need a pretty heavy duty drill. That's a 1/2-inch drill in order to drill those holes out a little bit bigger. But that's about it. So anyway, there's one bracket. I'll try to throw a picture in when I get the whole thing done, or maybe a little more video, but just thought I'd give you this much. It was a little unclear to me when I looked online kind of how to put these things on, where to put them. You can go wider or narrower, but by having those bumper pads there with the holes that were perfect, I mean, it was a no-brainer to me. Plus they are right in line with the frame, so I mean, that's the most solid part of that bumper area, so I think that's a great place to mount the tow bars. Anyway, I hope that helps, and we'll go from there.